Hey folks, last week I got the Truffle app to a point where I'm using it as my default browser for everything, not just for watching content. I'll get into why in a minute or two. But first off, just showing off the new stuff. New URL bar where it'll autocomplete for past URLs that you've been to. And then I can go to any website I want. Let's go ahead and pause Twitch since it was playing some audio. So yeah, just making this where I can use it as my default browser for everything. Fix some bugs, improve the performance, got rid of some things that we didn't need. And now I have been using it as my default browser. It's better than Chrome in certain ways. It's worse than Chrome in other ways. So still a ways to go for certain things. But the reason why I focused on that was I also spent a lot of time thinking through what we should be prioritizing next for Truffle. Whether that's more features that are useful for viewers or more things that are useful for creators. And I wanted to start with creators. And specifically, I wanted to start with an area where I think there's a way that we can improve what creators are currently doing. And that is in being a better browser for streamers to use while you're currently streaming. So instead of using a default browser where you might leak certain autofill information. Obviously, you don't want to leak your address or your email address. And then in general, like those browsers aren't built for being used while streaming. So if you want to have like integration with chat, you have to like have multiple windows together, and it's a little clunky to use. So I think there's a lot of interesting things that we can do there. And a lot of it's just like an evolution of ideas that we'd had for the browser extension, but as an app, we have a lot more flexibility in what we can build, and we can build better experiences. So Rachel mocked up a first version of this. Things might change, but this is what it might look like, where you've got your browser up top. It'll let you know if OBS is currently capturing your browser window. Over on the right, we can pin chat. So you can have your browser area here with different tabs, and this sidebar you'd be able to hide. And then in the chat, you'd be able to click on links in chat, open them up over here. We might even make it where you can show who posted that link in chat, maybe up here. And then maybe you could like click on their profile, see their last chat messages, that type of stuff. And then over here, being able to switch between different platform chats. So by default, we'll have the Truffle chat up that'll have all the messages combined. I'm also gonna rework that to where it integrates better with the other platforms' chats. So right now, if you create a prediction on Truffle, it's only creating a prediction on Truffle. In the future, if you create a prediction on Truffle, it should create a prediction on Twitch as well, and then combine the results in a UI in here. So this is still early days in terms of figuring out what's actually useful here, but I think there are a lot of interesting things that we can do with it. So this week will just be a first version, getting the groundwork in place, having pinned chat over on the right, and then being able to have it be actually usable for creators. Hopefully I can get it out to some creators in the next week or two to start playing around with and getting feedback in terms of what features we should be prioritizing. But in general, I think there's a lot of room for doing some cool stuff here. As always, thanks for watching.